From In Wheel Time, this is the Car Review of the Week, an in-depth look into the latest rides by the award-winning experts at In Wheel Time. Here's Mike Mars. This hour's car review, Mr. Mike Mars had a chance to drive the Fiat 124 Spider. Cool little car.
Cool little car. If you're looking for like a little roadster, a little two-seater, there's a few of them that are still out on the market, and this is one of them that's kind of come up from a collaboration between Fiat and Mazda, and it's a little bit different, but it's a roadster. It falls into the small convertible class. It comes in three different categories now, three different trim levels: the Classica, the Lusso, and the Barth, which is the rear-wheel drive model. 2 passengers again, and this is a drop top, and you can literally take the top on this thing and unclip it with one hand, and you can literally throw it back and snap it back without having to get out and pull it back. And even at worst case, you got to snap it a little bit. So from last year, it's the same platform, as I said, as the Mazda MX-5, but it's got a different style to it. It's a little more Italian styling. It actually ends up being about 4 inches longer than 100 pounds heavier than its partner on the other side. So again, it's got an easy one-top drop. It's got bifunctional headlamps and fog lamps and the LED headlamps that are adaptive as you're going down the road, automatic leveling, all the things that you'd be looking for in a sports car. Power side mirrors with auto-dimming LED taillights, red Bimbro brakes, 17 by 7-inch wheels are what comes standard on the Abarth. And the Abarth badging is a little bit different. So it's got a really nice sleek look to it, particularly with the top down. Now, when you go inside, again, the Abarth is what we were driving. You find that you've got the Recaro leather seating. They're heated on the front seats. Of course, that's all there is the front seats. And it's got a nice 7-inch display, which is a little bit large for a vehicle of this size, and so it's really nice to have one. That's where you're going to find your navigation, your audio, your climate controls, and your rear view camera, which is new as a standard feature on the Abarth level. Now, we also had the optional 4-speaker Bose audio system, and in a car this small, this thing will fill that cabin space up. Of course, if you drop the top, it even just makes it even that much better. It gives it a nice open feel to it and a nice sound to it. So as far as the back, the trunk space, it'll carry some stuff. Some small weekend bags, maybe even 2. You might get a small set of golf clubs back there if you use the small ones. So it's not a lot of room, but it's great for what this vehicle is.
I think those would be the putters that are used at the putt-putt golf course.
Something like that, yeah. So... And up under the hood, you're going to find you got a 1.4-liter turbo. Now, this is, again, standard in the Abarth, 164 horsepower at 5,500 RPM. So you got to wind it up a little bit. It's 184 pound-feet of torque at 3,200 RPM. We had the 6-speed manual. You can get a 6-speed automatic available in this. I don't know why. I mean, if you're going to drive a little 2-seat roadster, what do you want an automatic for?
Shift it.
Yeah. Yeah, shift it, So the EPA says in the city you should be looking for about 26 miles to the gallon. The highway about 35 for cars like this combined is 30. I got 28. We did a lot of shifting.
I was going to say.
A lot of shifting.
You usually do.
So that's the great thing about a car like this. You just wind it up and you just watch it go. Now, it did have the acoustic liner on the inside of the convertible top, which helped quieten it down surprisingly quiet with the top up and the thicker glass in it. So, and everything, if I was really going to do something to improve the interior, the gauge pod, the TAC, for example, runs up and it's marked for the RPM level, and you get up around 7,000 RPM. And if you're in a hurry and 75 and 8,000, you're thinking this thing is going to wound really up. Well, it's got a 6,500 RPM red line on it. But instead of putting a red line on it, they just put the little white lines a little bit closer together. So first time you're not really paying attention, you're really bumping 7,500 RPM, and you start.
And there's no rev limiter on it.
No, not until it's too late.
Not until it blows up.
Yeah,
right.
The rev limiter is only oil coming out the bottom.
I'm just saying that's one of the things I would definitely do to make this do a little bit better. Definitely got some road hugging ride, trim, firm ride on it. And if you're looking for something to compare it to, probably looking at a Mini Cooper convertible. Going to start at $26,900. A VW Mini convertible, the last year they made them, started at $25,995. And then you step over to the Miata convertible at $25,730 for a start. Now, all of those can get up into the $29,000, $30,000 plus ahead. But if you're looking for a base 124 Spider, you can pick one up for $25,190. Now, our Abarth base MSRP as tested was $28,295, and by the time we added on a few little things, we got up to $35,765.
Holy Toledo!
But that's loaded to the gills. Probably nothing else available that wasn't on that.
Well,
car.
the automatic, I'm sure, would cost you a little bit more, but again,
Why would you do that? Exactly. All right. Thank you, sir.
See and hear other weekly reviews from the award-winning experts at In Wheel Time.